In this video, I'll be showing you how to download and set up Enshrouded Manager and the usage of the basic features for backup and restore. This will cover both the client and server modes. There'll be chapter timestamps for the different segments for you to jump around the video as you see fit. Let's get to it. First, we need to download the application. As of this video recording, it's currently hosted on Nexus Mods. There will be a link in the video description below if you need it. Nexus Mods does require at least a free account in order to download anything. The Nexus Mods page also includes a text-written version of the application usage in the description, as you can see in the video. Once we're at the Nexus Mods page, we'll navigate to the Files section. The top listed one will be the most recent update. Go ahead and click the manual download button. If you're on a free account, there may be an additional screen that pops up asking you whether to use, what do they call it? The slow mode. After which it will then proceed and start the download. If it does not start automatically, go ahead and click the download button. Once you've got it downloaded, as we can see, it's finished up here. We'll navigate over to where we've got it, our downloads. For simplicity of this demonstration video, I'm going to move it all to the desktop. Now we just extract the zip file. And then we have an option of running either the client or the server modes. The client mode is what most people would be using for the game that you actually play. The server is for dedicated servers. If you don't know what that is, that's not for you. So you go ahead and double click the client mode. If you receive this Windows Defender screen, this may happen after a recent published update to the application before people have gotten around to using it very often. You can go ahead and click the more info button and then run it anyway. This application does require .NET 8. If you don't have it installed, as in this demonstration video is showing, you'll be prompted to go ahead and download it and do it right now. We'll go ahead and do that. Back to our downloads. Good, run it. Fairly quick download and install, so we're fine there. Once it's done, we can go back and where it went. The client again, and it's going to tell us it hasn't been set up yet. Give us a bunch of errors as we first started up. You'll be prompted to select where your saves are currently located. If you are using the cloud saves, it'll show you the different users that have cloud saves. If you are using non-cloud saves, it'll show you the folder where that would be, as well as how many files are in it, so you can make a determination as to where you want your saves to come from. In my case, I've already migrated all my cloud saves into this folder, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. You can change this at any time. We'll go ahead and click OK. If you need to change it, if you pick the wrong one, click the select folder for the save game path, and it gives you the window again. Next, we need to specify where our backups are going to go. I've already created a folder in my documents folder called Enshrouded Save Backups, where I've already put some stuff. In fact, I'll go ahead and delete those so we can start with a clean slate. And we want to copy this path. Select our backup folder. And we're going to go ahead and paste that in. I don't know why Windows 11 is doing this. It's doing weird stuff. There we go. Another option, which would probably be easier, is you can just drag the folder name up here and it'll fill it in. Okay, so once we've got our original save games and our backup path selected, we have options for either doing a backup or restore. Since I've deleted all of my backups that I was testing with, there's nothing there. So we'll use our backup tab. We can then either backup all, where it will automatically choose all of the worlds and the characters file and back them all up, or we can select individually which ones we want. On the right side, it'll show which files will be backed up. If we select both, then it shows all of them. We can choose backup selected. It'll do whatever you have selected here. If you choose backup all, it does all of them regardless of what you have selected. So we'll go ahead and say backup all. As you can see in the side here, it's created 2 files, one for the world, one for the characters. If we go to the restore tab, we can then see it has the world. It tells us which slot it came from and what the world name is. It also shows that there's a characters file, that it was the characters. Unfortunately, the way the game is made, all of your characters are stored in one singular file. So there's no easy way to back up the state of individual characters using this method. In the tools, there's an advanced way of doing that, which will be outside the scope of this video. To restore, there's 2 methods of doing this. One is to do it to the original slot. If you decide you want to make a copy of the world, this only works for worlds, not the characters. You can then choose an alternative save slot of where to put it. In this case, my Eden world, which is the first one you ever make, whatever you named it, it'll always be slot 1. I can choose to make it restore it to slot 2. Even though it says original slots 1, I'm going to restore it to 2. I just click restore, and boom, now I have it in slot 2. I could also make it 7 or 9. And now I have 4 copies of the world as of whatever state it was when I created this backup. Unfortunately, they're all named Eden. So when I go into the game and look at it in the menu, they all have the same name and it's not easy to differentiate. So if you're going to make duplicates of the world, I would recommend make the backup, go into the game, rename the existing world so you can identify which one is which, name it whatever you want. Then when you close the game, you'll come back in here and restore it to a different slot. When you reload the game, you'll see whatever your original world name was, and you'll see whatever that renamed world was, so you can easily identify which one is in which slot. Then rename the second, and then if you decide to restore a third or fourth, you just keep renaming them as you do the restores. If you then back up after renaming them, it will show the new name in the world name for the new backups. And that pretty much takes care of client mode. Now if we go back and where's our desktop? The server mode. Oops, I picked the zip, not the objective file. It'll do the same thing. We'll tell it to run anyway. Tells us our backup folder is wrong. It does automatically select our server path. If it does not, you will need to use select folder and find out where you have the server installed. From here, we're going to choose a backup path. I have not created one yet, so I'll just do that from here really quickly. Go into our documents. You can use this if you have the dedicated server and the client on the same machine. You can use the same folder for backups. That's up to you if you want to do that. It can get confusing as to which backups are for which, so I prefer keeping them separate. So we'll call this Enshrouded Server Backups. Save backups. Now we have the option of backing up the world here. Note that it doesn't show world name because on the servers, that's specified in the configuration file, not the save files. So we can, again, same as like on a client, we can back up all, which is the same as backup selected if you select it. If you don't have it selected, then selected is disabled and you still have the backup all to make a backup. We can see that there are no current backups here. So we'll just tell it, make a backup. We can see in the bottom bar here, it tells us it's already backed one up. And now we see it here. Again, there's no world name because there's no save part that specifies the world name. And there will never be characters because it's a dedicated server, so there's never characters for that. When you choose to restore, you're only going to have slot 1 because the server only supports slot 1. If you try to restore and there are files there already, you'll be prompted with a warning telling you, hey, there's already stuff there, asking if you want to overwrite them. If you do, go ahead and say yes, and it will delete all of the existing save for that slot and restore the one from the archive. And that pretty much covers it for the server mode basic usage.